Hello! I'm Tom Varner and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, I've come to Santa Claus, Indiana to visit the Santa Claus Museum and Village. Now on the entryway here to the parking lot to the museum, besides the sign and everything, you're greeted by these two reindeer statues. Alright, this is the original boundary marker of Santa Claus, Indiana, and it's placed above this property map of the town of how the lots were parsed. Here we have a illustration from Ripley's Believe It or Not, which this illustration newspapers drew thousands of people to Santa Claus, Indiana. This little thing here tells how Santa Claus, Indiana got its name. Originally, the town was going to be called Santa Fe, but there was already a town called Santa Fe further north in Indiana, and while the people of the town were gathered together discussing the new name, a door blew open and jingle bells were heard, and a little child yelled out, "It's Santa Claus!" And so that became the name of the town. This is an Edison home phonograph. I have to admit, this is the first one of these I've ever seen in real life. Alright, so we have here some photographs and pieces of the wishing well that once stood here in Santa Claus, Indiana. Here in this display case are various toys from over the years, some tanks and trains, and there's a goose and some dolls and a wooden train engine there. All kinds of cool toys. Now, Mick Foley was a WWE wrestler, and as a kid he wrote a letter to Santa Claus, and here it is on display, dedicated here to the museum. Now, although this is not the official post office, any letters dropped into this post office box will be postmarked with the official Santa Claus, Indiana postmark. Now, here on the wall is a collection of letters sent to Santa Claus over the years. It's just a sampling. These are some photos and some various knickknacks from Santa Claus Land, which is now known as Holiday World. And in these cases here, we have some Santa Claus Land souvenirs, some photographs from over the years. There's some salt and pepper shakers there, and ashtrays, and a fine handkerchief, and a little keyboard, and some pennants. And we have some fine steins and glassware, and a teacup, and a little candle, all Santa Claus Land, and a thimble, some wooden jewelry boxes, a glass stein with a wooden handle, some little creamer dishes, and these glasses here, coffee mugs, a snow globe, coasters. Looking at all these items, I just think to myself, how much better were the souvenirs from like 30 years ago than the ones that we have now? And this is a stuffed holodog, as well as a head from a holodog mascot. Alright, this display here is in honor of Jim Yelig, who played Santa Claus for many years at Santa Claus Land. This is a train set. Unfortunately, it was not operational while I was visiting the museum, so I didn't get to see how it worked. And this here in the hallway is a collection of pennants from Santa Claus Land, as well as a timeline of Santa Claus Land Holiday World. Alright, so that was the Santa Claus, Indiana Museum. Now, the village part of this museum and village includes the original post office and the old church, the Santa Claus Church. So we're going to check both those out right now. This is the original Santa Claus post office from 1856. And it is open. This is the Santa Claus Church. Might be a little bit hard to read, but this says St. Paul's Santa Claus Church, built in 1880, has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior. Just in the vestibule right now. Right. Wow. This is the interior. Look at that old heater. It says it's from 1896. This church was built in 1880. So I guess for the first 6 years it did not have any heat. Oh, for the first 16 years, pardon me. So for the first 16 years, this church did not have heat. Now that chandelier, as well as all these lamps, they are all original pieces. Now while this church it's in its original form and pretty much intact since 1880. It was moved to this location in 2011, so it could be better preserved. It's on the grounds where the museum is, and so where it was located before, it was in danger of being destroyed and in disrepair, so it's in a better location now for preservation. And up there on the hill, I'm going to take a look at it here in just a moment, is the Santa Claus Statue. It was built in 1935 and dedicated to all the children of the world. It says, dedicated to the children of the world, in memory of an undying love. Life hath given thee nothing more sweet than the patter of feet across thy floor. There is nothing so universal as the spirit of Santa Claus. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy cup of life may be overflowing with happiness. And this placard here talks about the historic Santa statue. This iconic statue, built by Chicago entrepreneur Carl Barrett, was unveiled on December 22nd, 1935. Designed by Ralph Seymour Fletcher, the statue stands 22 feet tall and weighs 40 tons. Santa faces due east, where the Christmas child was born. Santa stood as the centerpiece of Santa Claus Park, 32 acres of land with a wishing well, meteor crater, fir tree, arboretum, and an archway of fairy tale design. The years took their toll on the Santa statue until it was recently acquired by the Cook family and underwent a major restoration. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land where we visited the Santa Claus Museum and Village here in Santa Claus, Indiana. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you would like to see me visit, or you have a suggestion about a future video, leave a comment in the comment section. And if you'd like to support Adventures in TV Land, you can do so by going to Buy Me a Coffee and making a donation or becoming a member there. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!